The world is far too noisy. Most people today fear loneliness because they are terrified of facing their own true selves in the absolute silence. They run from the void, seeking distraction in the constant chatter of the crowd, never realizing that their greatest power lies within the stillness they avoid. But for a silent predator, solitude is not a state of being alone. It is a calculated choice, a strategic environment where the mind finally sharpens. In the shadows, you are not lonely. You are observing. You are gathering the strength that others waste on meaningless words and hollow social validations. As Marcus Aurelius once whispered to history, "The most quiet place a man can find to retreat is within the sanctuary of his own soul." Today, we are going to learn how to master that retreat. We will transform your isolation into an unshakable fortress that no enemy can ever breach. Solitude is your first weapon. It is the foundation of the unbeatable mind, the place where you strip away the masks you wear for the world. When you stop needing the crowd loses its power over you. You become the architect of your own reality, hidden from prying eyes. Every great victory starts in silence. It is the strategy of the elite to build in private and only reveal the finished masterpiece to the world. Let the world be loud while you remain quiet. Your silence is not a void. It is a reservoir of untapped potential and lethal strategic clarity. The first step to becoming unbeatable is to sever your dependency on external recognition. Your worth should never be decided by the opinions of others. Stoic philosophy teaches us that your inner peace is the only thing you truly own. If you give that power away, you are just a slave. When you choose to be alone, you reclaim your sovereignty. You stop being a puppet of praise and criticism and start being your own king. Consider the stone pillars of old. They do not care if the storm rages or if the birds sing. They simply stand, rooted in their purpose. You must become that pillar. Let the chaos of society wash over you without moving your spirit. Your stability is your greatest tactical advantage in life. By accepting solitude, you build a wall around your mind. This fortress protects your vision from the poison of doubt and the distraction of mediocrity. Meditation is not just relaxation. It is a mental drill. It is the process of stripping away the unnecessary until only the core essence remains. In this light, you see your fears for what they are, mere shadows. Once you stop fearing your own company, you become truly dangerous to others. The wise man depends on his own actions for happiness. He does not look to the marketplace or the digital void for his sense of self. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that happiness depends on the quality of our thoughts. In solitude, you have the space to refine those thoughts into steel. When you master your internal dialogue, the external noise loses its sting. You are no longer reacting to the world. You are responding with intent. Now you are ready to enter the second stage. From the fortress of peace, we move into the shadows of strategic, calculated action and power. Machiavelli taught us that perception is a tool. Most people only see the mask you wear, while very few ever truly know the real person. But strategic solitude allows you to observe the entire board without being a piece yourself. You move in the gaps where others are not looking. The true predator does not announce his arrival. He waits until the path is clear and the victory is already guaranteed before making his move. Stay hidden. Even when you are in the room, keep your true intentions buried deep. A man whose mind is known is a man controlled. By remaining a mystery, you force others to reveal themselves. They will talk to fill the silence, giving you the information you need to win. Observation is your greatest asset. In the quiet, You notice the subtle flaws in your rivals, the cracks in their confidence that they try to hide. Think of yourself as a cartographer of power. You are mapping out the terrain of your life while others are lost in the fog of gossip. Document your plans in private. Let your goals be written in ink but kept under lock and key. Your ambition is a sacred fire. Plus, when you keep your intentions secret, you protect them from the envy of the weak, only reveal your success once it is too late to stop. The art of the predator is the art of invisibility. You are everywhere and nowhere, a ghost in the machine of modern competitive society. Observe the world with a cold, detached eye. Take in every detail, every weakness, and every opportunity that the loud and distracted people miss. Control your visibility. Be the shadow that moves with purpose. When they finally notice you, it will be because you have already claimed the prize. This is the Machiavellian edge. It is not about cruelty. It is about the cold efficiency of the mind that values results over empty recognition. Solitude is the forge where your identity is hammered into shape. It is the place where you burn away the person you were taught to be. To become unbeatable, you must first kill your old self. The person who cared about fitting in must die so the predator can be born. Now, in the silence, you find your own voice. You discover what you truly value. Separate from the expectations of your family, friends, and the internet. Look at the desert flower. It does not ask for permission to grow. It thrives in the harshest isolation because its strength comes from deep roots. The eagle flies alone, far above the sparrows. It does not seek the company of the many. It seeks the clarity of the heights. True freedom is found in the absence of a crowd. When you are alone, you are finally free to become the most dangerous version of yourself. Train while they sleep. Study while they party. While others are hunting for clicks and likes, you are hunting for mastery and physical dominance. Discipline is the bridge between your current self and the legend you will become. In solitude, there is no one to impress but yourself. This is where you build the iron will. Without the distraction of social life, now your progress accelerates at a rate that will eventually shock the world. You are being rebuilt. Every hour spent in isolation is a brick in the wall of your new identity. You are becoming a force of nature. When you finally step back into the world, they won't recognize the person they once knew. They will see the strength, but not the scars. The transformation is complete. You have moved from a social creature to a strategic entity. You are now ready to play the game to win. To be unbeatable, you must be impossible to manipulate. When you no longer crave anything from others, you hold all the cards in every room. Watch the desperation in their eyes as they seek approval. Notice how they bend their words to please the majority. You, however, remain centered. Real dominance is not about shouting the loudest. It is about being the one person in the room who cannot be moved by external pressure. You appear, you execute your objective, and you vanish. You do not stay for the applause. The result is the only validation you ever need. The lone wolf is not lonely. He is a specialist. He understands the terrain better than the pack because he has spent time observing it alone. Your solitude has given you a heightened sense of reality. You see the traps before they are set. You hear the lies before they are spoken. The world fears what it cannot categorize. Because you don't fit into their boxes, they will try to bring you down. But they cannot reach you. Now, your independence is your shield. When you are self-sufficient, you are immune to the threats and bribes that control the average man in society.